Welcome back to the Nerdiverse. I'm Danny.
I'm Chang.
And here we are, Vinland Saga Season 2, Episode 23. We're very close. This one's called Two Paths, which sounds very interesting. Is it trying to tell us then that there are two different paths here between, like, Knut's going down one path and Thorfinn's going down another one?
Yeah, we kind of speculated a lot on it last episode, didn't we? So
we did. I'm very excited to see which parts of that may come true, or we could totally be off. We could be so far off what it actually is. So should we jump in and just find out?
Yeah, let's start the penultimate episode.
Here we go then. Right, on 3, 2,
1. Let's go.
There it is. The sun's rising.
Is this going to end in a battle?
Oh yeah, of course. He said this, didn't he?
Oh.
He's using that as his
but it hasn't even affected him, has it?
No.
Yeah, and he has earned the respect of the men. They don't want to kill him.
See, I don't know what Thorfinn's going to do here. His only way is the final resort, which is violence, unless he offers himself. I don't know, but oh, he's seeing this again then, Canute.
I'm guessing he still does respect Thorfinn, doesn't he?
I like this though, the two different paths. One's in darkness, one's in light. Jesus Christ, brutal. Do you think Canute will change his mind, or?
I don't know. I guess it all depends on if Thorfinn can convince him.
Is this his counter? Ooh. You might be right, you know, in terms of, like, is he going to gain some respect from half of them and... I will what? Huh?
Wait, what?
You'll run? What? What? Just run away? Huh?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what he's talking about.
No. You'll run. Is he just... He's still going down this route. I don't want to fight, isn't he? That's what he's saying. I'm basically like, I don't want to fight. It's what his dad did, though, isn't it? To be fair. Because remember, he just stood there and took it, didn't he? No.
I find it funny how tiny Thorfinn actually does look compared to, like, everyone else.
And that's what's special about him, mate. Like the fact that he managed to take all those punches. And he's tiny in build. Wow. He's basically shown the king up here, mate. I think, in my opinion. Like, he's not bowing to the words of Canute. He's just like, alright, you do what you want. I'm going.
Yeah, he just seems just about to snap, but... Or is he laughing?
Is he going to snap or cry?
Oh, he's laughing.
Wait, what? Has he gone insane?
I think a part of the old Canute's just come out.
Well, he's either gone mad or he is actually genuinely finding this funny. I think he's going to lose some of his men in this speech he's given.
It does seem like a part of the sort of old Canute came out there. Yeah, his face seems a lot gentler now because he's always put on the stone face, like since we've seen him come back.
Yeah.
But now we're actually seeing like the old sort of Canute in there. I feel.
Ah, maybe he does see the light in Thorvin then.
This is where it turns
So what's
into a
Canute's
BL.
play? Vinland. Oh yeah, true. Actually, if he did say, then he'd probably chase him there and kill him. I don't think it actually does, to be honest. But
I mean, what's stopping it?
no, I don't think it actually does in history.
Yeah, I know, but still, like, minusing that, like, Thorfinn's logic is just kind of stupid. Like, I don't understand it because it's just like, yeah, I'll run away and find my peaceful place or whatever. But yeah, eventually, what if, like, you know, the war does reach it? What's he gonna do then? Just abandon everything he's built again? It's just not a solution.
I think they're going to work together in some way.
I don't know. I feel like they're going different paths from them. I mean, I guess that's the title of the episode, isn't it? Two paths.
Yeah, I suppose it is the point, but in theory, a lot of people would go and join Thorvin because they want peace as well. So maybe more people will come over with him to live in a land where there's no fighting. I don't know.
Yeah, but who?
Tough
Like,
so what's he going to do? Is he still going to take the farm or? Wait, what?
oh, they've left.
So is he actually just gone?
Looks like it.
Huh.
Well, Floki can go fuck himself.
Yeah.
When is that guy gonna pay the price for his shit? Like,
It's interesting that Thorvin won. Oh, yo!
see, I don't know. I just feel this is just so convenient. Like, I don't.
I don't know. It adds to the story.
I don't
Quite
feel
nice.
convinced by Thorvin's argument.
Yeah. Thorvin will do his thing, which is being farmer and not being attacked. And he'll do his thing, which is to basically keep them from the lands, I suppose.
Well, he's just done a complete 180, hasn't he? See, I don't know, man. It just feels like Canute was just so easily convinced, and his character's just done a complete 180 now. Like,
I do believe that some of Thorvin's words have got through to Canute in terms of there's a different way to do this. You don't need to just kill everyone.
I mean, yeah, like,
He's
really have to take Thorfinn to convince him. I don't know.
Yeah, but he's got a military now that. Well, don't forget he's been surrounded by Vikings, mate, who are bloodthirsty.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
And now he's finally spoke to us. That's why he said, didn't he? He said like, oh, so even the Vikings can produce people like you. Because naturally Vikings were just bloodthirsty people. Right?
Yeah.
That's what they were. But I suppose he's now got something. He's like, a different viewpoint that I've never actually experienced before from anybody recently. And he would have also had Thorvin's past to go on. Remember, Thorvin was also a bloodthirsty Viking for ages, and now he's seen a different way. So I do think there's something in it a little bit. I get what you mean, though. It was a very fast turnaround.
Yeah, it felt like it just kind of happened for the sort of convenience of the plot. Like, Thorfinn's whole sort of mindset and sort of logic is just very immature and idealistic. Like,
oh, what's going on here, then? Is this just a... I feel like something ominous is about to happen, man. I don't like this. What the hell's going on? It's a
I
weird
don't
plan.
think so. I think it's going to be like a sort of probably sunrise or something, signifying like a new sort of.
At least he's recovered a little bit, but he still looks battered. Oh man. Oh god, yeah. The very beginning of the season two, eh? Thinking about his mother and his sister, and now
Yeah.
Arnold. I wonder if Einar will start to become calmer now by nature or not, after seeing what Thorvin managed to achieve. Now, question is, are they going to actually leave now?
See, I'm curious what the next episode's going to be because it feels like this episode's kind of wrapping everything up anyway.
It does, doesn't it? It does. But I suppose they've got like we need to see what's happening next with Snake. What direction's he going on for next season? Like a little bit of that. We need a bit of are they going to set sail and leave? It's quite a few tiny
No,
bits.
are
But I
they
know what you
actually
mean.
leaving? So they are going to go try find
Yeah,
Vinland then?
yeah. Is he going to go back home first though? Please, can he at least go past his home first?
I hope so. I mean, the next episode is called Home, so I'm hoping that's what it means, but knowing
I
our
hope
past
so as
luck, I
well.
doubt it. It would be
I
nice
know.
to finally get that reunion.
At some point, surely we're going to get to see some of the characters that we've been kind of teased about way back when as well. What about that person with the helmet that we saw ages ago in like season one?
I can't remember who you're talking about.
The one we thought we said looked like a female warrior, but actually we don't know
Oh,
who that person was.
that was
That
Canute.
wasn't Canute. No, there's a different. There's someone else.
What? No, I'm pretty sure it was Canute.
I don't know. I think there was someone else. There's a few people we have seen we've not seen again since.
I'm pretty sure it was Canute, man. Because he wore the helmet on like the first episode or two where we met him.
I think it was a different helmet, but it might be. Maybe I'm not sure, but I thought it was someone else. Christ, getting all full emotion now.
No.
This is the Vinland's version of the Circle of Life, then.
Yeah, it was what I was saying earlier. It was like the sunrise, wasn't it? Sort of
Yeah.
signifying their sort of next sort of era.
But I know what you mean. This does feel like a finale, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? I'm hoping it's not a recap episode. I don't think it will
Oh,
be.
don't!
I
I
don't
swear
think
to
it
God,
will.
if we're about to watch that, it's just a. What do you mean, like a fan service swimsuit
Please
episode?
don't.
Yeah, like Rising the Shield era.
Can you imagine?
Come on, Einar, join him.
Of course, yeah, he's gonna. Like,
Yes.
Einar's completely in with him now.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a moment we're gonna remember. I should imagine at the end of it all. This will be the moment that started it.
Yeah, this is like a beautiful moment. Like,
It is lovely to see. And I think season two, man, I think it's been class. I don't know why people have said they got bored of season two compared to season one. I think season
well, it
two's
was
been better.
It's probably because the majority of it was like the peaceful farm stuff.
Farmland Saga, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a lot of the criticism. When surprising, I'm surprised you enjoyed it because usually you're the one who's like, "Oh, I just want violence and action all the time."
No, I do like a good story. Like I
Oh, they're
just,
staying behind. Hey, he made it.
yeah, he did.
The slave guy made it.
That's good.
I'm surprised they're all staying behind.
I'm really surprised Snake's not going.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh.
oh, it's before the okay.
Yeah, I thought they were talking to Snake then about Snake leaving.
So they're not even going to tell them the truth. They're making it out like it was him.
Well, just like Kettle's family, living on a lie as usual.
I know, but I think Thorvin's done that for a good reason because he wants it to kind of be like
Look at his growth. Like, fair play to him.
top. Yes.
I've liked his character growth, especially over the last few episodes. I'm hoping we see him in the
They
future.
have done a great job of turning him into an arsehole, turning him from an arsehole, sorry, into actually a pretty good character by the end of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, hold on a minute, I don't want it to become a priest. What's with the holy music, man?
Well, as I said, like, him and Canute's roles have completely switched over.
Swapped it. Yeah.
You know what? I think he is actually going to go home. Because, look, he's still with the merchant guy in the boat, so his promise was to take him home, so are we actually going to get it next episode?
I freaking hope so, mate. I've been praying for that. Like,
this is all I've wanted from Vinland, but I feel like I'm just going to get jebaited again and fucked over. Because nothing ever goes the way I want it to
wave and go, hi!
No, it'd be so like they get there and the whole village has just been like burnt down or something. Classic Vinland.
Well, his mum was really ill, so his mum might not even be alive.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's not going to be nice and sunshine and rainbows, and I'm worried.
I'm so gutted, man. I wanted Snake to go with them. Oh, nice. Son of Grimm.
We've
actually got his name.
Is that supposed to be a name or something that in history or something?
No, but I suppose, like, we didn't know his name, though, did we, the whole time? Because they were hiding their past, weren't they?
Yeah. I'm guessing that's also signifying Snake kind of, like, moving on with his life.
It's really annoying, man, because I'd like that to be a finale. Like, I'm happy.
To be fair, if the next episode stays on a high note, it could be a strong finale. I'm just very worried about it not going well.
Yeah, screw you, Kel.
Mm-hmm.
Unless if they're going to try and redeem his character in the next 30 seconds.
Don't think that'll be possible, but
there you go. God, thank God he's.
Oh shit!
Oh, nice.
Look at him. Yeah.
Fair play.
And he's still with that girl as well.
Big development for him, man. Wow.
I think he's probably the character I've liked the most from the season. Like, I think he's grown so much. It's nice to see all of them also stay behind as well, because they were only here originally on a contract. And yeah, like, look at the Calluses now. Like, they're actually going to work. Ooh.
Oh God, but he's.
What's gonna happen with him? Like,
well, you see now, could he be the uprising against Canute that we're not gonna? Because there still will be Vikings out there, mate, that love war like him.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
It's nice to see that he's still alive as well, because he was like on his deathbed before, wasn't he? He was like bedridden.
Wow, yeah, true.
Seems there's been a bit of life come back to him.
Yeah, well, Thorvin's taught you a new way.
He was the one who put his faith in them in the first place. Like, he was the one who gave them a chance.
It's true, yeah. Well, that's what you think.
Is that the end?
I'm not sure. It's still got the right at the moment. Is it gonna cut to I assume it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Well, there we are then. That's the end of episode 23 of season 2. What did you think?
So, overall, I thought it was a really good, strong, and sort of beautiful episode. I do have gripes with the sort of beginning, I'm still not a big fan of how easily convinced Canute was, and I'm still not a fan of like Thorfinn's sort of pacifist logic. It just seems very idealistic and convenient. Like, I feel like in the real world, it just wouldn't work. Like, if the Vikings came and, you know, they wanted your land and blood, like, you're not going to talk your way out of it. Like, I feel that it was very easy to convince Canute. I did find it really interesting and did like that we sort of saw, like, that sort of stone-faced Canute sort of crack, and we kind of saw, like, the sort of face of the old Canute that we knew. But I don't feel like Thorfinn's argument was strong enough, or it was like, you know, convincing enough to sort of get through to Canute. It just felt like it was very convenient just for the plot. But apart from that, you know, I might have just like missed it. You know, maybe rewatching it again, like I'll be able to sort of get more into the details and stuff. But yeah, that's my sort of thoughts from the initial watch. But apart from that, I thought like everything else was done really well. As I kind of said though, it feels like this could have just been the finale. So I'm very curious what the next episode's going to be. From the title Home, God, all I wanted from this was to see him finally reunite with his family in his homeland. And if it is that, I'm going to be very happy. But because it's Vinland Saga and everything I've wanted in this has always gone the complete opposite way to screw me over, I'm worried that it's not going to be as nice as we hope it will be. So fingers crossed. But
I hope there'll be a setup though. I do want a setup. I want something to. If I want the painful cliffhanger, I do want a painful cliffhanger.
I don't want to paint. I would be happy with just a happy cliffhanger for now. Like maybe just you know. We'll see. But yeah, overall, I thought that was a really strong episode. Very good. I'm excited to find out what happens in the next one. I'm hopeful, but I'm also like skeptical as well. So yeah. I guess we'll see. What about you? What do you think of this episode?
Oh, I think it had everything for me. I genuinely, I could go to sleep now and be happy with that and call that the finale, to be honest. But I say that now and then I walk into the next one. It might be even better, which hopefully will. But yeah, I know where you're coming from with the quickness of it. I do feel like, though, that the way that I'm seeing it from Canute's point of view is everybody he's ever had peace talks with have always probably, in his experience, wanted to argue, fight for it, blah, 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 whatever. But this will be the first time that he's had someone that's gone, no, I'll just run. You do what you want. You take what you need. Like, but I'm not going to fight you. And I think that's where Canute's gone, do you know what? I like that.
I think it's more, this is so outrageous and stupid. Like, I think that's why he was laughing, wasn't it? Like,
yeah, and I think that's where he's used to bloodthirsty Vikings. He's used to people like wanting to have blood. And that's why he's because his big reason as to why he wanted to take the farms was because he struggled to paying the upkeep to have the warriors. Yeah. But now he's decreased the need for warriors because he's going, hold it a minute. If I could just create peace and I have enough warriors to be able to deal with threats should they come, then it's going to cost me less.
Yeah, but could he really not like come up with that logic beforehand before deciding all of this?
Don't forget, though, he's surrounded by his advisors. Mate, he's surrounded by Floki, for God's sake. That's
okay, yeah. You've got a fair logic there. I guess, like, all the people around him are, like, they're either just complete yes men, or they are, like, bloodthirsty. Yeah. So if he does have, like, an encounter, you know, they're either going to be yes and just grovel, or they're just going to be, like, straight away up in arms to fight.
His challenge, though, now is Thorkel is a problem because Thorkel is a bloodthirsty warrior who always wants to fight. His other problem is Thorgil because he's also bloodthirsty. If those two connect, that could be a big problem. If those two connect, that'll be a huge problem.
But then again, with Thorkel, we did see a bit of sort of development in him when we did see him, didn't we?
True. Yeah.
Wasn't he also like thinking back about like, you know, Thor's?
About Thor's, yeah.
And like why he sort of left and abandoned the army, and I think he kind of came to a bit of a realization, didn't he? So maybe
he has maybe
he can be convinced. But
so yeah, I'm just really interested to see where it goes now because I feel like Canute's getting a handle over being a king and he's trying to do it a different way.
Yeah.
and he's letting Thorvin do his thing and trying to create peace. And I think that, like, I feel like Knut's going to end up being the kind of like the ally to dish out like defense when needed to defend kind of Thorvin, etc. Basically defend peace rather than going to force it. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of like, I think that's the route he's going down. But and like you said, Thorvin's always said though, last resort is violence. Whereas
Well, I'm pretty sure
what
he only changed to that very recently. Before it was just no
yeah, but
violence whatsoever.
I feel like Canute is also agreeing that, oh, do you know what? Thorvin didn't want violence, so like you know what I mean. I feel like violence rather than the first priority. Let's make it the last and go. Actually, do you know what? If we need to do it, we'll do it out of defense rather than out of attack. If that makes sense, we'll defend our lands.
Your argument has convinced me a bit then with the whole.
I get what you mean though. On
thing.
screen,
Yeah.
screen, it looks rapid. Like, do you
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I mean?
it felt very rushed and it didn't feel like a convincing argument. But the way you put it, I can sort of see why. I guess, like, you know, Thorfinn's sort of pacifist sort of nurse did rub off on him slightly. And, you know, it did help him come to this solution. But at the same time, like, I was always just like, really? He couldn't come up with
Yeah.
the solution himself. But, yeah, as you said,
and
he
in
was
a weird
surrounded
way-
by those people.
In a weird way, the image that helped me out the most was probably the image where they were surrounded in darkness and he had his father's head over his shoulder.
Yes.
And Thorvin was this like light.
Yeah.
And it was like, in a way, it was kind of that like, he's the light in the darkness that he's been waiting for. He's been so, because we saw it, didn't we? With Canute in the season, we were like, oh my God, his character, man, he's so dark. It's as if he'd been like swallowed in darkness and surrounded by bloodthirst.
Yeah, I just don't feel like they've done a good job of just exploring that like fully and in depth that
Probably
we can
needed
sort of
more.
see
Yeah.
why.
Hey,
yeah.
It wasn't as bad as now. I think of another moment where a TV series has done this, and I will say a TV series because it was right. Where Game of Thrones, they were the worst at it. Like theirs was bad. Like the way that like Daenerys, his character went from being fucking a little bit angry to total chaos within like 3 seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
the kind of thing I mean though. Like it just the character does like this sudden change and it doesn't feel like we've had enough of the character explored to sort of see this growth or this direction makes like sense. It just feels very abrupt and sort of like, yeah. I mean that's my issue with it. But
and maybe they might have explored it more in the actual like manga. Maybe I don't know, because in the anime, I suppose they were thinking we don't want this to be a whole 2 episodes of them talking. If you know what I mean, it might have been explained more in the writing.
yeah, and maybe there were like a lot more subtle moments that we might have missed or something. I'm sure there probably were, but yeah.
Well, we've got the season finale now, so thank you everybody for joining us for episode 23. Let us know what you thought about it in the comments, and we will see you again then for the very last episode of season 2, and then we'll be waiting with the rest of you guys for season 3. So, yeah, see you then.
Cool, cheers guys, bye.